This idea started with the Coral Guardians' visit to the Kewalu Marine Laboratory last year, where we met one of the doctorate students, and she introduced me to the Olis, the prayers, and she also introduced me to the Kumulipo.
In the Kumulipo, the Hawaiian Creation Chant, coral is the most basic unit of life, and it's thought that that's what we originated from. So they're our kupuna, or our ancestors, and they're something that should be cared for and respected. And so I guess that's what I'm kind of trying to do in my research. So before I'll sample in an area or do a survey in the ocean, I offer an oli, or a chant, to kind of ask for permission to enter the place, but then also for the knowledge to come to me and a protection of my ancestors.
And that inspired me to conceive of a symphonic tone poem where the original Hawaiian chant will combine and integrate and interact with a symphonic expression. And for the Coral Reef Symposium, it was such a brilliant connection that I felt that this really deserves becoming a symphonic piece.
And a big focus of the next International Coral Reef Symposium, which we'll be hosting here in Hawaii, is to really bridge science to policy more effectively. How do we take our existing knowledge and be much more effective in putting that knowledge to work? Educational outreach, what we call extension, being able to communicate more clearly the kinds of work that you do.
The Coral Guardians initiative started as an integrated fusion of science and music. And this Kumulipo creation story is such a powerful idea in itself that combining the poetry and the science of the Kumulipo with a contemporary symphonic expression is a way to communicate, the passion for nature, the passion to be good stewards of nature and of the reef. Malama aina, as they say in Hawaiian, take care of the land and the land will take care of you. Since I am not Hawaiian, I'm Swedish, I felt I needed a mentor, and Maestro Aaron Mahi has been the chief conductor for the Royal Hawaiian Band for 20 years, and he's been a conductor to the Honolulu Symphony, and he introduced me to lots of this native culture, sacred chants, places, concepts, and he will actually be chanting the Kumulipo chant. So he started out as being my counselor, and now he's a performer. He's a soloist. Each chapter of the Kumulipo is divided into verses, and each verse describes the birth of a new species. And the music is really built on the chant. So for every verse there will be a symphonic reflection, like all the instruments in the orchestra will have some virtuosity, something substantial to play as a poetic reflection on the chant. So what I'm doing is I'm channeling or composing this music that is a Westerner's impression of hearing this creation chant.
I